Hello, everyone, and welcome, Boy on the Beard. I'm Boy. This is the Beard B. How you doing?
Not too bad. Looking good so far with last night's games.
Uh,
Squad's looking good.
had Swift and Smith, Jalen Hurts,
I mean, there's too many leagues to count. Yeah,
all of them. All right.
yeah.
Justin Jefferson didn't play half bad either. It's pretty decent game to watch. I think Eagles had control of it for most of the game, but there were a few things that could have gone. I mean, they could have gone the other way. Uh, Jefferson doesn't lose the ball out of the end zone. I mean, Eagles defensive line is pretty nice though. They put a lot of pressure
Yeah.
on Kirk Cousins.
Well, it's the four fumbles that did him in. Vikings could possibly be 2-0, but they've had 7 turnovers in the first 2 weeks. Not going to win you ball games.
Yeah, bit unlucky. Addison is looking kind of nice though. He's creeping up there, 2 touchdowns in as many games. And then Jefferson looks really nice. He looks like he's ready to play.
Yeah.
Uh,
Hawk had a good game.
Hawkinson had a good game too. I think you had kind of talked about it earlier, getting beat over the middle. And there were a few things that happened with the Eagles defense. Um,
That's where they're going to get beat most of the year.
I mean, there are a few balls that Jalen Hurts that were kind of sketchy, Kirk Cousins had thrown that were kind of sketchy, but Jefferson, I think, snagged two of them from Slay's hands twice.
Yeah.
Um, oh man, he's just so good. And then the goal line stance. I think the story of the night, DeAndre Swift looked so nice.
I don't know. I know a couple of people that didn't start him, and I don't know why. That Eagles O line is still going to be top five this entire year. And with Gainwell fully out, Swift's time to shine.
Yeah,
And he proved everyone I started him. So,
and I think with uh, the Vikings defensive line was not good. They were in shambles. Kind of expected game script to be like that. I thought the Vikings were going to get hammered real quick early on,
yep.
um, and then
They
that Eagles would
tried.
just run it. But well, yeah. But I mean, going down to the end of the first half, Eagles could have been hanging out as 14-10
Yeah.
down four to end the game. So or in the half. Good game to watch though. Jalen Carter, he slipped in a few times. He is so mean in the middle. Cox
Yeah.
was looking nice. Sweat was looking really nice. Um, big play Slay. I think he did all right against Justin Jefferson, but he's just kind of sneaky.
Kept him in check for the most part. Um,
Still got 113
no,
yards,
130.
159 for Justin Jefferson, and
Okay.
didn't seem like he broke out. I don't know. I don't know. Kind of an odd game.
Yeah.
Lull to it the whole time. Um, we got a couple picks coming up here for the weekend though. Chiefs Jaguars. Chiefs by 3.5 is what we're looking at.
Yes, sir.
What do you who do you got?
I think the Chiefs come out and feed Kelsey the ball. Get Tony a couple tosses here and there to get some confidence back. But I think the offense clicks this week and we put up. Mahomes has at least 5 tutties.
You think Mahomes is going to have 5 touchdowns this weekend?
Yep.
Who does Kelsey have 4 of them?
He's got 2 of them.
He's got 2 of them. Okay. Tony, Rashi Rice, and who else?
I'm going 2 to Kelsey, 1 to Sky, and we're going to go 1 to Jarek.
Okay.
And then Mahomes is going to run for the other.
Okay. So he only has 4 passing touchdowns.
Yep.
Okay. Um, How many yards does Pacheco have on the ground?
I'm hoping they decide to run more than we did last week. Over under 65.
Are you going to take the over on that?
Yeah.
Okay, you're taking the over on that. I think. And what's your score?
41-35.
Oh my God, Chris Jones, does he make any difference at all? I mean, obviously not. This is a
He has to. I mean,
35 points though. That's still so many.
Jags have a good offense, man. Ridley looked so good the other day.
Did look really nice. I think Travis Etienne, I thought, had a good amount of speed to him. 35. That's a lot. That's about and then 41 points. That's about the as efficient as you get.
We're coming out this week, baby.
Uh, okay. Geez, Brian is shooting for the absolute moon right now.
Barn burner.
41-35. That's gonna be a nice game to watch if that's the case. Unlucky though. I think you decided to have a birthday party right at the end of that game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Brian. That was wonderful work.
No, it's gonna be a 41-28 game. And Jags are gonna score like with a minute left
Okay.
to make it 35, and then onside kick, we recover, and then a couple kneel downs.
So you're saying the last 30 minutes don't even matter? You're
Yeah.
just trying to. Yeah, okay. Okay. I'm gonna go 31 to uh 31 24. I go 31-24. Um, I mean, I think Mahomes is probably going to have 3 touchdowns. I'm going to go Kelsey, Tony, and I'll do the rejuvenation of Sky Moore. He's got to come around. Don't know if I could play him in the fantasy football this week, but that's what I'm going to go with him. And then Pacheco for the touchdown. We're going to get a field goal, 31-24.
Okay.
We'll see. Packers in Atlanta. Atlanta 1.5 point favorites. I am gonna go Packers. Believe in Jordan Love.
They
Um,
got to be in Atlanta then, right?
yep.
That's the only way they have the 1.5. Um,
I'm gonna go 24-17.
yeah, it's gonna be. I feel like the Packers have a better run D uh, than pass D outside of Jair Alexander. Just throw it to the opposite side. So Drake London's going to do absolutely nothing. And I mean that's Atlanta's game plan anyway is to run the ball. So uh, I still think, like I said earlier in the year or a couple episodes ago, Packers are winning that division, double digit wins. I'm going Pack.
All right. What's your score?
27-17.
Right. Um, Bills up 8.5 to the Raiders. Raiders at Bills. What do you got?
Josh Allen comes out like a madman, and they throw it this week.
Um, yeah, I mean, Bills were almost there. They just had so many mishaps as well. Josh Allen, 3 interceptions, one
Yeah,
fumble.
yeah.
Um, I mean, Max Crosby chasing him down all weekend doesn't matter.
No,
Okay. Um, yeah, I'll take Bills 35-21.
I was going to go 28-14.
28-14. Okay. Um, I have. Ravens at Bengals. Bengals looking for the -3. What do you got? I'm taking Bengals.
Ditto.
Damn. Sorry, Whitey. What's score?
Oh, 34-21.
All right. And I
Joe
will.
Joe Burr gets his ish together. Higgins has at least 6 catches.
Okay. The comeback.
Yeah,
Um, I'll go 28-24. Kind of a curious one. Seahawks at Lions. Lions 4.5 point favorites.
Lions.
Um,
Their team's just different than years past.
they did play
And
the Chiefs mighty well.
Seattle did not look good.
Okay, so I'm gonna go 30. No, I'm gonna go 24-14. You got
28-17.
17-28. Chargers at Titans. Chargers 2.5 point favorites.
Oh, it'll be interesting without Eckler. Although Kelly did well last week as well, but I don't think Kelly has the same pass catching as Eckler. But I think the Chargers pull it out.
What's
As long as
what's your score?
Tannehill's throwing 3 interceptions a game.
What's your score?
Uh, 30, 30-20.
I think this is. I mean, I think Chargers could look pretty nice during this one. King Henry, I think, is going to keep it close though. Him and Tajay Spears, they're going to put the ball on the ground a good bit. Play to your strengths,
Yep.
and
Especially after Tannehill's game last week.
yeah, why would you? A couple screens, see how far Derrick and Henry can run. I'm going to go 24-20, kind of a close one. Bears
You
and
have
Bucks.
Titans winning that?
No, I have Chargers winning that
Okay.
one. Sorry. Bears and Bucks. What do you got?
I don't know, dude. Bucks Baker looked serviceable. Um, yeah, I'm going Bucks in that one.
Oh, okay. Tom be pretty upset once again. What score are you going there?
17-14.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna take Bears. I think that's a 2014 game. Colts at Texans. Texans point favorites.
Colts.
I don't understand this one. I know Texans are at home, but CJ Stroud questionable.
Right shoulder injury. A Rich looked like the best QB out of all the rookies this last week.
Yeah,
Um, it'll be interesting to see how that team looks with JT on the roster. I don't know if we ever get that, but A Rich looked pretty good for limited weapons that he had.
yeah.
And yeah,
I'm gonna take Colts as well. I think this is a 24-17 game. We got
24-13.
13. Washington at Broncos. Broncos 3.5 point favorites.
Hate to say it, but I'm going to go Broncos here.
Okay.
I think Sean Payton figures it out and gets their first win. Washington looked terrible. First, probably the number one pick this upcoming year for Arizona. Arizona's defense had like 6 sacks. an interception, a fumble recovery touchdown,
Yeah.
and can you name anybody on that defense besides Buda Baker?
No, I cannot.
Yeah.
I would have said Simmons, but he got packed.
Yep.
Sent packing. I think Broncos are going to take the same or take the game for the same reasons as well. I think they're going to get a good amount of pressure on Hal. Um, I'm going to go. I still don't think Russell Wilson is going to be clicking. To be fair,
No.
I'm going to go a 21-13 game here.
Ooh, I don't even think they get that many. This one's going to be a field goal kicking game. 16-10.
Oh my god, maybe the worst game of the day.
4 field goals from Will Lutz.
10-16, is that what you said?
Yeah.
Uh, so
Sorry, 3 field goals. Jesus.
okay, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
math is hard.
how are we doing this? Two safeties.
Yeah.
Okay. Um, 49ers 7.5 point favorites at the Rams
Niners.
by a lot.
I mean, I don't really know anybody on the Rams defense anymore besides Aaron Donald. Um, they played well last week for Seattle. Apparently, I just don't know any of big names or any younger rookies or anything like that. Aaron Donald's pretty much the only guy I know. But San Francisco just has so many weapons, and that defense is just lethal.
It is.
I think
That
it's
was
gonna.
a well-rounded team. It'd be curious to see how the Rams comparatively to Pittsburgh. Um,
It's going to be like that. I think the Rams will have a better offensive performance than the Steelers, but the score is going to be similar.
don't we have to give some credit to Stafford not being Kenny Pickett? Stafford won a Super Bowl.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Their offense will look completely better than Steelers did last week. I'm just going to go 38-24.
Who is the highest? Who has the most catches on the Rams?
2-2.
I think Tutu. Selfishly, I hope Puka Nakua does, but I think Higby is going to have a monster game. I, I don't know. I kind of at a loss. I don't necessarily know if Tutu and Puka can they have. I don't know if they have that many games. Stafford's a good player though, so I'm not sure. Um,
If Stafford has time, that dude can sling it anywhere he wants. But
yeah,
Seattle's
28,
defense
17.
Seattle's defense compared to 49ers is a different level. And that's the other thing I wanted to say about Seattle. They looked really bad offensive wise when they wasted picks on a receiver and he didn't really do much. I feel like they should have obviously gone Jalen Carter there to improve their defense.
Yeah, first, small sample size to be fair. But
Granted, they did draft a corner, but I would have gone
line,
corner and then Jalen Carter right out back to back.
yeah, yeah, that's fair. Probably Jalen Carter, at that first pick, and then cornerback, as I was saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, um, yeah, there are a few other corners in the draft too. To be fair, so Jalen Carter, I think, just looks so nice. Um, Jets, Cowboys. What are you thinking?
Drubbing.
This is going to be really bad.
Yeah.
Brees Hall, does he even play that much?
I think he had 11 touches last week. I think he
Let's
had
see.
10 rushes and 1 catch for like 20 yards. I think they're talk there still trying to slowly bring him back into the fold. Um, I bet he gets 15 touches this game.
Okay, so on 11 touches, he had 147 yards.
Yeah,
Is he top 80
rushing or all together.
altogether? Do you think he tops 80?
I mean, I feel like they're gonna have to try and slow the game down and run the ball.
Dalvin Cook really didn't do much with his efforts, though.
Yeah,
I mean, 50, 60, 60 yards.
I'm gonna say
Um,
yes. He's over 80.
he gets over 80. Okay. I mean, someone has to do something on that team,
He'll
right?
probably have about 50, 60 rushing yards, and then he'll have a couple catches for like 30 yards or something.
Okay. Um, yeah, Zach Wilson is not going to be a. I don't think he's it, but I'm going to say Cowboys. Their defense is going to have another touchdown. Um, 30-20. No, 14-30.
34-17.
17. Okay. Dolphins at Patriots. This is going to be a fun one.
I think it's gonna be like the Eagles game, Eagles pass game last week. Um, Looking at it, Patriots somewhat kept the Eagles in check, but they still put up what 22,
25.
25. It's going to be in that range. Um, I think Dolphins still win that game though.
How many receiving yards does Tyreek Hill have?
I would say over 100, but nothing like he had last week.
His over under right now is 81 and a half.
That's it. Yeah, I'm taking the over on that.
You're taking the over on that. Okay. Um, I think this is going to be a fun one. I think Stevenson is going to be a pretty solid player uh, here on Sunday night. Tyreek Hill, I think, is probably going to have a game. I mean, it's him or Jalen Waddle, and then like everyone else.
Yeah,
So
I mean, I feel like
they have to get the ball.
they have to get the ball, and I just
Otherwise, how are they moving
The
it?
Dolphins' defense is terrible. First off, I just want to throw that out there. Uh, they gave almost 100 rushing yards to two different backs. Um, and the Chargers didn't really throw the ball as much as you would think. Um, so yeah, I'm with you on the Stevenson play. Um,
So Stevenson is sitting at 50 and a half rushing yards.
he's gonna double that.
Uh, Receiving and rushing is 78.5. Which one would you feel more comfortable?
Both.
You're taking either. Okay.
Yeah.
Ezekiel Elliott at 24 and a half.
Yep. Over.
I think over two. Um,
Like I said, the Dolphins' run game is atrocious.
so 30, I'll go 30, 21. Dolphins winning.
27-24 Dolphins.
7-24 Dolphins.
Um, Patriots are down. Score a tutty to make it 24s. Dolphins go down and get a field goal before time expires.
Okay. Saints at Panthers. Panthers are 3.5 or 3 dogs, 3-point dogs.
I'm going Saints. Derek Carr doing his thing in New Orleans. Loving him and the Olave combo.
Michael Thomas, is he going to do anything?
He'll put up what he did last week. I think he had like 50, 60 yards, something like that.
Yeah, I think I don't know about the Panthers being any good, and I don't think Bryce Young is going to be a good player. Um,
I think he'll
he
be.
also he has no one
That's
to throw to.
that's the issue. I think he'll be good. It's just they need get weapons around them. Right
So does
now,
Miles Sanders? Does Miles Sanders do anything this upcoming week?
same thing as last week, 70, 80 yards rushing, couple grabs for like 20, 30 yards.
Do you think Miles Sanders can feasibly do that with like no one else to throw to? Saints have a decent defense.
They do, but it's just that's the issue with the Panthers. They have no offensive weapons besides Sanders, in my opinion.
Miles Sanders. Um,
Thielen is wearing cinder blocks as shoes. DJ Chark was hurt last week. DJ Chark's just anyway.
you hate old people, man.
DJ Chark's like 26. He's not old.
Adam Thielen.
He should have
Deal.
that. I don't know how he got the deal he got. I was pissed when the Chiefs were talking about or talk like the news was like, oh, Chiefs looking at Thielen. I'm like, thank God we passed on that.
I don't think you would have done too much there to our receiving core, to be fair. But um,
I'd rather have younger guys than old man that can't do anything.
yeah, he just doesn't put you over the
Why do you
top.
think? Why do you think the Vikings dropped him?
I mean, I still don't understand what the Vikings are doing. They could be a team that moves on from Kirk Cousins pretty easily. I mean, if they lose another game, I I don't know. Why wouldn't you just want to just tank for
I don't think you can do that
quarterback Justin
Jay
Jefferson?
with Jay Jetta. Yeah,
Their defense is so bad, though.
it is, but
Is it?
the offense is top 10 offense.
Do you think Alexander Madison is that good of a player?
Their offense, not their running game.
I
Sorry,
mean,
their
he's
passing game is top 10.
that's fair. Um,
Their running game is ass.
I just I think Kirk Cousins has to be a little bit more. He has to have something else, but just him. I don't know that Alexander Madison or
That's their
Ty
issue. They don't
Chandler.
have a run game, so I mean,
I just don't think Kirk Cousins is going to carry you to you know 10 wins this year.
maybe not, but
So why wouldn't you tank if you know that you aren't going to be able
who
to
you
do
tank for?
damage? Uh,
You're not going to be top
y-
5.
not going to be top five. I don't. I would just get rid of picks or get rid of Kirk Cousins. If they lose 3 more games, and they're 0-4 to start the year. I think it's definitely something that could possibly happen.
Who would get Kirk Cousins?
Um,
Jets?
Atlanta.
Yeah, I don't know. You have
I mean,
40.
I guess Arthur Smith's not going to trade for Kirk Cousins. What am I
No,
saying? I just,
you got to think about
uh,
it. Who has 40 million ready to go?
yeah, not not them. I hate to see mediocrity.
Well,
I
then
don't know
that's your other complaint, though.
what.
You said their defense is just terrible,
It's
which
terrible.
which it is. But so you just tank to get another quarterback and then don't do anything with the defense, and then you
I
have a
guess it's
rookie, and
fair.
then you have a rookie quarterback with
But I
a
guess if
crap
you're
defense.
if you're gonna be trading Kirk Cousins, he should probably command a first round pick, right?
No,
You don't think so?
no. At
If he gets
35,
you if he gets
34,
you close to the
35,
promised
no,
land,
no.
second round pick, that's the best you get for Kirk Cousins.
Third probably.
A third? What? No
Love
way. Trey
Kirky.
Lance got a fourth,
Fine.
right?
I'll give him second, late second, back half of the second.
Back half. Okay. Um. Ugh. Sounds terrible, Brian.
Nobody, you're not gonna get that for a old man
Well, to
unless
be
you're
fair,
dumb like the Jets and just
Aaron
sit in the
Rodgers.
house.
Aaron Rodgers has just got
The difference
a
is Aaron
franchise tag.
Rodgers is a Super Bowl winner, 3 or 4 time MVP.
Yeah.
Kirk's what?
I think Kirk could be such a good quarterback behind a good line.
That was the other thing last night. They didn't have Darisaw.
Yeah.
They didn't have their starting left tackle, and then their backup left tackle got hurt. So they had to
This is
go.
a crumbling team.
So then they had to go to their third guy, but he isn't good enough to play left tackle. So they moved their starting right tackle to left tackle and brought in the guy off the bench to play right tackle.
That's not good.
Yeah,
You can't run the ball. Kirk Cousins is going to get obliterated. Who's their backup?
Nick Mullins.
Okay,
But
well, that's not doing it
they
either.
have, in my opinion, Darisaw's top 10, top 5 left tackle in the league.
What's he got? What injuries he have right now?
I'm not sure.
Ankle. Okay. Um, could come back in. I mean, definitely gonna be back in. But Udo out for the season. Um,
That was the guy that was backing him up. Okay,
yeah, quad. Um,
give Eric Fisher a call.
I mean, yeah, I guess so. I don't know. This doesn't set them up to be in a good spot. So they got Chargers.
Never mind, Eric Fisher's on the Dolphins.
They got Chargers. They got Chiefs. Chargers, Panthers, Chiefs, Bears. Oof. They could come out 2-2 of that. God. 49ers, Packers, Falcons, Saints. I don't know if you feel good about that one, Brian.
What?
Just that schedule.
That's why I had them.
Chargers,
That's why I have them
Panthers.
third in the North
Yeah, just
because
if you're gonna suck,
they were
you should
one
suck.
last year, so they play all the ones
Yeah.
on their schedule.
What do you got though? Saints, Panthers. What's the score?
Saints.
Yeah. What's the score?
Uh, 24-13.
Right, and I had 24-14.
13.
Browns. Yeah, and I had 24-14.
Okay.
Browns and Steelers.
Browns.
2.5 point favorites. What are you thinking?
Kind of same thing last week. Run the ball. Nick Chubb. It'll be interesting to see without Conklin what they do. I'm gonna go 20-13.
13. I'm gonna
Kenny
go
Pickett's
20.
not the guy.
No, he's not. I'm gonna go 28-16. Browns over the Steelers. I do not think Kenny Pickett's the guy. You also have Deontay Johnson that's out.
And their run game's just still ass like it was last year.
Yeah, and I think Najee Harris just looks slow. I, I don't think he's in. I don't know. I think they're going to struggle all year. I think Kenny Pickett's not the guy, and they are not going to be in good shape. So, okay. So Chiefs and Jags, we both agreed. Packers and Atlanta, we both had Packers winning that one. Bills over the Raiders. We had Bengals over Ravens. The only one I think we disagreed on, Bears and Bucks.
Okay.
We may need to get a little bit more parity going on here, Brian.
So we don't need parity when we're right.
I'm looking forward to seeing the actual. Let's see. All right, now we got some quick bets here going on. You have Travis Kelce higher than 78.5.
Yes, sir.
All right. I agree. I think he's going to top 100, and he's going to have a touchdown. Drake London, lower 3.5, or the under 3.5 receptions versus Green Bay.
They're gonna do what they did last week: run the ball, and if anything, he's gonna get the Jair Alexander treatment. So,
What a waste of such a pick. Zach Wilson under 180. He only had 140 last week, and I don't think things are going to get any easier for him against Dallas.
nope.
Um, he may be scrambling. Brees Hall over 36.5.
100%.
I think they're going to run the ball. They're going to run it a lot. And I think he had like 120 here last week on 10 rushes. So um, Brees Hall is going to get some work. And then you have scary Terry McLaurin under 46.5 against Denver.
Just don't see it with Sam Howell. And he's going to have Sertan on him.
Okay. Um, yeah, I agree with that one. Also, think Stevenson is going to have a pretty nice day coming up here. Um,
I would be good with throwing him on the over.
yeah, 50.5, and then his receiving and rushing is 78.5. So, um, I think that was about all we had, though. Just giving a quick rundown about over the weekend and what we all were expecting. So, anything else you got for us here, B?
Nope, not particularly.
Um, can't wait to enjoy the last 10 minutes of the game at the birthday party.
You
Looking
have a
forward to that.
phone.
Say what?
You have a phone. You're good.
Okay.
Just
That's
have
gonna
Jess drive you there. You can sit in the driver's seat. There you go. Perfect.
get. Hope everyone best of luck here in fantasy, except Cringe. Um, anything else you got for us, B?
Nope. Good luck. Go Chiefs. I hope everyone's fantasy leagues go with how they like them to go. I'm in six, so it's bound to go bad for me somewhere because there's so many overlaps. But yeah,
All right. Well, I hope everyone has a good weekend. Take care.